And welcome to Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, coverage of the SCCA National Championships, the 38th Valvoline Runoffs, here on Speed Vision. Today's coverage, the Touring One machines about ready to take to the racetrack on what has become a very wet day for amateur sports car racing. Hello again, everyone. I'm Rick Benjamin, joined by a couple of my favorite guys in the sport. Four-time Trans Am champion Tommy Kendall, maybe America's most versatile road racer, Boris Sid. And we should have a dandy event for you here in the next hour. And veteran driver Bobby Archer from Fort Worth, Texas. That's a Viper on the pole. And the GM standout John Heinrichsey will be alongside in car number 35. Bob Shader and the defending national champion Freddie Baker in row 2. Scotty White and a young woman. She's only running 11 races coming in this weekend. Deborah Lott. She's a protege of Bobby Archer in one of his team cars. She'll start 6th. Chris Engie lines up 7th. Matthew Whitaker. Joe Aquilandi in one of the Phoenix GMC cars. You'll recognize the paint scheme, I'm sure. And Kevin Mixon rounding out the top 10. And that is a Corvette. Second group of 10, Henry Van Wurst. Some say he could be a podium contender. Ronald Grimm, Morgan Reese, Steve Zink, Bob Henderson, Lasco, Saulberger, Alexander, J.B. Stringer, and Tom Petramalo round out the top 20. The green flag is in the air, and we are running.
Look at Archer already crossed up. Look at him sideways on the straightaway.
And one car, a Corvette, the yellow Corvette there that you see, fishtailing badly as they come down the straightaway. Look at all the water that's piled up there.
Freddie Baker already making an aggressive move. He's up to 3rd right now.
Into that first right-hander. Down through the S's, downhill here. This is a treacherous place on the racetrack.
And Heinrichsey and Baker are both showing their experience, both heading to the extreme outside, away from the ideal dry line.
Got a glimpse a moment ago there of the 4th place car, the red 86. Bob Henderson from Hobe Sound, Florida. The Kumho Tires red line oil machine. That's a Z06 Corvette, that coupe body Corvette. There's your 4th place car, the 86 machine. Also doing a very nice job today. This really has become a battle of survival and attrition. You've seen some drivers come from way back at the starting grid to get toward the front here today. Heinrichsey's lead almost 2 minutes now over the 2nd place car with that tire advantage and, of course, with his great advantage and experience. But Henderson has gained 11 spots. Certainly a great day for him.
Yeah, Bob is one of the most unassuming looking guys. People always say he doesn't look like a race car driver. I've never figured out what one looks like, except they're usually short like the F1 guys. But Bob Henderson he wears these horn-rimmed glasses and looks like he could be a high school chemistry professor. He gets in the race car and he is just a terror. Really soft-spoken, very, very nice guy, but obviously quite a competitor as well.
Alexander and Henderson, the silver Corvette and the red Corvette, battling for 3rd spot. Your race leader, John Heinrichsey, is next in line, but he is about to lap these two machines if he can find room here. Heinrichsey will chance it going into the King.
He's going to get it both, and this is going to give Henderson a chance to catch up right now. He might be able to fake him out here.
So Heinrichsey with a little wave of the left hand out the window to the two drivers. Now Henderson draws up alongside Alexander.
I'm a little surprised by the line that Alexander is taking. Henderson is eating him alive by using that outside groove, and
for the bronze medal, as Boris said, 3rd spot on the podium here at the SCCA Valvoline Runoffs.
Bob's on him like a leopard on a tethered goat now. He's going by. There's no stopping him now.
On the 15 car, Alexander still able to hang on to the spot. Here comes Henderson. Able to get alongside, coming out of the corner, and Henderson will sweep by on the high side.
And maybe now Steve will take some notes on where Bob's driving, because Bob's driving the right rain line right now, and Steve's still on the dry line. That just cost him 3rd place there.
Off the final corner to the front straightaway here at Mid-Ohio. Laps winding down. The clock starting to become a factor. Alexander takes a look to the inside down into turn 1, but does not have enough speed going into the corner to make a move. And now the 86 of Henderson starting to pull away in 3rd spot. Now this is the battle of what was the battle for 3rd spot a little while ago. Alexander there in the pewter-colored Corvette. Silver to me, but pewter on the Corvette color chart. He has pulled away now from the 86 of Bob Henderson, who is back in 4th. Oh, check that, I'm sorry. Alexander has actually dropped way back from Henderson. Henderson still showing in 3rd. I thought that was the 86 car back there, but that is a different machine. That's the 52. That is the car of Ronald Grimm from Melbourne, Florida. Here's your third place car, running all alone now for the bronze medal. This is the machine of Bob Henderson from Hobe Sound, Florida. Down the backstretch here. Turns the headlights off.
He doesn't need to intimidate anybody right now. I think he was trying to intimidate the 15 car, but now he's just settling down. His experience is showing, and this is a great run for him. I mean, these guys weren't expected to beat guys like Freddie Baker and Bobby Archer, who are professionals, and it just shows that their experience is coming through now.
Henderson has come from 15th on the grid to 3rd, and Heinrichs out of the final corner. Checkered flag is in the air, and John Heinrichs will claim the gold medal here at Mid-Ohio in Touring 1. Van Verst finishes second in the Viper, the 0-1. Third spot to Bob Henderson. We'll talk to the winner when we come back here at Mid-Ohio. So John Heinrichs will take his victory lap with the flag, the checkered flag that's emblematic of winning here at the SCCA Valvoline Runoffs. Van Verst finishes second. That battle between Henderson and Alexander was really a good one all afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give a big that-a-boy to Bob Henderson, and that's a great finish for him. I'm sure yesterday he didn't think he'd be on the podium, so I'm pretty pleased with that.
Well, third spot today goes to a guy I think, Tommy, you called Yoda, Bob Henderson. He's standing by down there again with Brian Till.
Well, Bob Henderson, they say patience is a virtue, and you sat back and let everybody fly off the road in front of you. Great job. 15th, I believe, on to a podium finish. Fantastic.
Thank you very much. I got to thank my crew. Steve Wheeler's been terrific. Mark, unfortunately, is homesick, but and Kumo tires. Oh, man, if they've been great. Redline Oil, it's just terrific.
Were you guys able to set the car up for the rain, or was it a matter of just put rain tires on and hang on and do as best you could?
No, other than tire pressures, we still had the stiff bars on there and so forth. I think it would have been better with softer bars, but we didn't have much time to change over, so we just did the tires and the pressures, and that was it.
Well, Tommy and Boris can relate to that. Can you guys imagine driving around this place as slick as it is with stiff bars, stiff springs, and nothing but rain tires? What a job.
Calvin Fish and Brian Till on pit road. It was an afternoon of contact. Several cars did not make it to the checkered flag today. Everyone had their hands full with changing weather conditions. Rain, the big story in Touring 1. Some of the key contenders, as you see Freddie Baker off the racetrack and into the tire barriers. A lot of other drivers made it through with considerable bodywork damaged on those machines, and not a few cars ended up in the gravel traps here as well.